Fire and ice. A.S.M.R. Gemini in the unspoken language. A unspoken language. Translates to something with potency that gives, and that gives, and that gives a frequency that goes beyond measure, beyond the normal, and beyond other things that are almost extraordinary, but something that gives frequency, that it just moves. Moving in different waves, different patterns, not at low frequencies, but something much more, definitely something much more higher. And whatever sign you carry carries a frequency like no other. Your own sign gives frequency. Some may not be as high as others, but regardless of that, it's still a frequency that's speaking. Still a speaking frequency. Like no other. Like no other. And like no other. You have something to offer to this world, to society, to people, to your best mate, to your wife, to your husband, whoever. And whatever you classify yourself as or as, be that. Give to that person your unspoken language, whether it be love language, whatever you can give, physically, mentally, spiritually, mentally. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have potential for greatness in this world. But the matter is, most are unable to find it because some may think they don't carry abilities. But I assure you, you carry your own abilities for things that may look a little different than most people what they expect. Fire and ice. But let it come with a boom. Let it shock them. Let it shock the rest. Let them shock them in a way, and it will, of something they didn't expect to come from you. The unspoken language of each zodiac sign, and even if you're a Gemini or not, will carry a shock to someone. However you give to someone with your unspoken language, whether it be your love language, or your love language, your physical language, your mental, your spiritual, it doesn't matter. Whatever language you speak in, you have potential for greatness to give to somebody. So, however you see it and however you do it, fire and ice, fire and ice, fire and ice. You have potential for the greatness with your unspoken language. Whatever language you speak in carries a high frequency. And if you've already discovered this high frequency, you've already made it past the rest. You've already made it past so many other people, because so many people are not even looking or even trying to find their unspoken language. They're still operating on low frequencies, like so many. Therefore, they will never find the high frequency that they were born with, because they will not stop hanging around and being around things, possibly even people, even family. Fire and ice, even family, and family, that keeps you at a lower frequency. Or even friends, whatever it may be. And the frequency that is low is going to take you to a place you don't need to be, because you need to be operating at a higher frequency. Operate on the frequency you were born to operate on. Fire and ice. Too many of us, die without actually finding this frequency. And it's in tune with many things of this universe. That's really not even a secret at all, because you can't find it. It's not even found in God, a God, or a God, or religion. It's actually found in ourselves. We operate on high frequencies, but we operate on low too. It's just a matter of time when you find your high frequency and you find the language you speak in most. Again, and again. Going back. Fire and ice. Going back. And going back. And going back. Click, click, click. Click, click, click. Whatever the language may be you speak in, a love language, a physical, a mental, or spiritual, it doesn't matter. The point of this, and of this, is that you have found your frequency, your language, and you are expressing that language on high notes and high volumes, with high frequencies, and high frequencies, and higher frequencies, that many will never be able to understand. Because what you have found in yourself and what the universe has given you is giving you something to operate on, something so much more higher than what anybody could have ever imagined, or what you could have even found. And once you found your high frequency, whatever has been given is potency. And the potency is thick. Fire and ice. Fire and ice, fire and ice. Potency and the potency and the potency. Like none the less, like nothing else. You are a God. You are your God. And we are all gods. Fire and ice. Fire and ice. Fire and ice. We lay aside all the doubters, all the negative, all the toxic individuals that have spoken against us with lies, toxicity, negativity. We push it aside. But in the end, we win because we have found our higher operating frequency with our language, with our own language, our own languages that speak in such a way as unique to us and unique to others that receive us, perceive us, see us, but more importantly, receive us. Find your own tribe. Fire and ice. Fire and ice. And fire and ice. Operate in tune with that higher frequency. With that higher frequency. That higher frequency. Because in the end, it's destiny calling. It's frequency calling. It's the language of who you are and the sign that follows within the zodiacs, of your zodiac, of who you are and what the universe is calling you to be. The universe is speaking and saying, find your calling, find your vibration, find your frequency. Fire and ice. Fire and ice. And fire and ice.